Blessing everyone. This is Prophetess LaFay. I'm coming to you to continue on with my Love in the Air series. If this is your first time watching me, I welcome you to my YouTube channel. And I just want to continue on where I left off. So tonight I'm doing something a little different called Songs of Solomon Devotion. And I want to just share with you quickly a revelation that I got from the Lord. And as I share this revelation, I just pray that it be a blessing to you. I pray this revelation be a blessing to you. So, last night, the Lord spoke to me, and the Lord told me how it's important to surrender to Him and His will concerning who you're in a relationship with. So whoever you're in a relationship with, whatever's going on, the Lord wants you to trust Him, and He wants you to submit to His will, meaning let things be the way it needs to be, being in a relationship with this person. And I understand that sometimes we're married to somebody that's not easy to be married to. Situations come up that may be difficult. We're dealing with some things that may be a challenge, especially when children are involved. It may be a challenge. You both got your personalities. You come from different backgrounds and cultures. And when you put that together in a relationship and marriage, it's not always easy to get along. It's not always easy to love this person. But if the Lord gave you this person and they put that ring on your finger, even if you don't have a ring on your finger yet, I encourage you to follow the prophetic instructions that the Lord has given and surrender to Him and His will and be in a relationship with the person you're with. Trust the Lord for who He gave to you. Even when it's a challenge. Even when it's a challenge. Like what I'm picking up is if your spouse wants to make spaghetti, let your spouse make spaghetti. You pick the meal probably the night before or last week. You pick the list of meals you ate or what the children want to eat, or you selected the meal as the head of the house, or the female selected the meal as the head of the house. But what if your spouse wanted spaghetti? What's wrong with the spaghetti? Flavored mushroom. And you may say, well, I taste the spaghetti, that ain't what I want to eat. Well, I pay the bills of the house. But just think about it. What is wrong with doing what your spouse asks, even if they don't pay the bills? That's just what they ask to eat. Or that's what the children ask to eat. If your spouse asks you to watch the kids, can you watch the kids? I'm going to tell you one reason why a lot of people struggle in relationships. One reason is because they don't do what this couple did in Songs of Solomon. How they treat each other, how they respect each other. They don't talk to each other right. The love you have for one another. Not saying you won't get into a fight, not saying you won't get into a disagreement, not saying that you're not going to crash. You're going to crash. And sometimes you may do it in front of family and friends. You may do it in front of your co-workers. You may do it in front of the children. You may do it in front of the baby. You're going to crash. But at the same time, the way you treat each other and the way you love each other should be similar to Songs of Solomon. How they feel for one another. How they steady in love for one another. It's like they got a fire, they got a spark. And can't nobody put that fire out. Only they can put it out. But once you spark that fire, have this fire there, you got to maintain that fire for one another. You got to maintain that for one another. But that's what a lot of people mess up at. They don't have that for one another. They don't have it the way they used to have it. They don't talk to each other the way they used to talk to each other. And if you don't, what happened? If you don't talk to each other the way you used to, what happened? Let's go here. What happened in relationship to where your love for one another, your respect for one another, the way you care for one another is similar to Songs of Solomon? Because it's going to show. It's going to show how you flirt with your spouse, how you talk to your spouse, how you treat your spouse. And I'm not saying you don't do nothing. I'm not saying, I'm going to just say it. I'm not speaking about what you did last month. I'm not speaking about what you did for Valentine's Day. I'm not speaking about what you did 2 weeks ago. Right now, at this current moment, how do you treat your spouse? What changed? What changed? It happens. What changed? Because somebody relationship, they have an area in their relationship that needs to be repaired, that needs a little tune up. They need a little tune up, and it's okay. That's why I'm here. This is my job. This is why I'm here. It needs a little tune up. It needs a little tune up. It happens. Or your spouse made you mad, or your spouse personality is too much to handle, or maybe your spouse is going through something. My spouse know I'm going through something. Who I'm in a relationship with, he know I'm going through something. Or I was going through something. And the Lord had to carry me through and to watch me go through something. And it's not easy to see your spouse go through something or experience something. So maybe it messed with the relationship. It messed with the relationship. But what happened to where you don't have that anymore? It's just a question. If it's not there, what can you do to spark that fire back? To spark that fire back. What can you do? And it shouldn't always take your spouse doing something for you, but if that has to happen, you have to watch the kids. I don't know why I keep picking this up. Somebody needs somebody to watch the kids while they run an errand or do something, or they need them to step up and do something. You need your spouse to step up and handle something. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what has to happen in order for things to go a certain way. Maybe you need your spouse to do that. Maybe, maybe. But I would just say this. I encourage you to do that. That's what the Lord gave me last night. And I just want to say that it's okay because it happens in relationships. It happens. You go through ups and downs. You go through ups and downs all the time in relationships. You go through ups and downs. You go through times you don't want to talk to each other, don't want to be bothered with each other, or you mad at each other, or you don't. You go to your spouse and say, did you pay the bill? Did you take the trash out? Can you do this? Can you do that? But you don't hug them. You don't kiss them. You don't flirt with them. You don't say, I love you, whatever it is. It happens. It happens. It definitely happens. And it's okay. It is okay. It is okay. It is okay. But I encourage you to look at that part of the relationship and say something nice to your spouse without you having to do anything. You just wake up in the morning with their morning breath or maybe after they brush their teeth and just say hi, how you doing? How's it going? or whatever you say, however you talk to your spouse. You say, babe, how you feel, or you look nice. I love the way your lips feel on my skin. Like, say something nice to your partner. Your skin feels so soft when I touch you. Something, something. You know, when your spouse don't have to do nothing but stand there, don't have to do nothing, and then does something to you all the way, like. But anyway, so I hope that bless y'all. That's all I have for y'all. Is called Songs of Solomon. That area may need a little repair. That area may need a little tune up, and it's okay. If it do, it do. And then after you straighten that out, they need you to watch the kids. They want to make a pot of spaghetti. You want to get in a swimming pool without having a fight. You know, somebody want to see their spouse trip and fall. Oh wow. Oh wow. Yeah. Y'all need a little spark there. It's something that needs to be dealt with, and then after that, offense, and you need a spark. And then you know. So I'm going to play this song. And then after I play this song, I'm going to end with this song. That's all I have for you guys. And I want you guys to take care. Have a good night. Yeah, baby. I want you to be mine again, baby. I know my lifestyle is driving you crazy. I get lost in myself without you. We call a pain song, you know the way to. I go out of my way to pick you. I go out of my way to see you. And I want you to be mine again, baby. I know my lifestyle is driving you crazy. But I cannot see myself without you. We call a pain song, you know the way to. I go out of my way to please you. I go out of the way to see you. I ain't playing no games, baby. Nigga, when you stand on me, young nigga living. Coming from the trap, all a nigga know is get it. I ain't chasing no pussy, girl, talking about the digits. Big bang rolls in my pockets, all 50s. Cut the little check, then I showed you I can triple it. Baby, it's Uber, I only want you. I don't give a fuck who cares, tats on my face. You don't give a fuck who still looking too good, get you fucked on sight. I'm trying to finish this, who I started with. I'm trying to spend it all, who I got it with. Hey, see my back plane, let it hit the band, though. Hey, we be going up, watch out for the bands, though. Hey, come on, baby, she jump out the Lambo. Hey, run the bands up smooth, out the window. Hey, jumping wood, got a star out the window. Hey, married to the money, I ain't never letting go. Hey, baby, it's you, out from the band, though. Hey, jumping wood, got a star out the window. Hey, married to the money, I ain't never letting go. Baby, it's you, out from the fucking band, I know my lifestyle is driving you crazy. I can You guys have a good night.